morning, Mr. Dilip. Welcome to BW Business World 6th edition Emerging Businesses. So my first question to you would be, what are your views on the union budget as far as the MSME sector is concerned, and what are the key highlights that you saw in this year's budget?
So the union budget actually addresses 9 different pain points of the medium and small scale industry. It's done multiple things. The first thing, it has redefined the turnover and investment limits for MSMEs. What that does is it allows MSMEs to modernize and to upgrade technology, whether it be a textile mill in Coimbatore, whether it be a handicraft thing in Surat. You can actually use money to expand and still not lose out on the benefits of MSME. Second, what the budget has done, it has actually increased the availability of credit through increasing the limits that are available for under the credit guarantee scheme for micro and small industries. So you see that actually happening. The third thing, which is very important from the point of view of MSMEs, is they've set up this committee to address ease of doing business. Included in that is Jan Viswas 2.0 is decriminalization of offenses, which attacks MSMEs. Then they've looked at in the new manufacturing policy, in the manufacturing vision, it's in an annexure, so people who have missed it, they're looking at ease of doing business. And then if you look at the 4 sectors they've focused on, shipbreaking, toys, leather, and food processing, they all, in fact, food processing accounts for 25% of the employment in MSMEs. She mentioned 7.2 crores employed there. So there are multiple things in the budget for the MSMEs which enable the growth and expansion, and it actually coincides with the economic survey. The economic survey says people like to stay small because if they grow, they don't get the benefits. This budget has actually addressed that issue.
If I ask you that the budget did not address the 45-day payment issue, which has been a major concern for MSMEs, and what are your views on this? How do you see the government's commitment towards solving this issue particularly?
So I think there are multiple ways to solve this problem. The first thing which they're doing is the TREADS network, where companies are being onboarded, right? In fact, the expansion of the definition of MSMEs in turnover brings more people onto the network. And therefore, the public sector undertakings and the large undertakings are mandating there. So that's one way of doing it. Second, also, the minister mentioned about a new tax bill coming in. So let's see whether that actually addresses this problem. It's a problem from both sides. I think there are multiple suggestions coming in from the associations and to the ministry. I'm sure that a solution will be found going forward.
What impact will the budget's focus on digitalization and technology adoption have on MSMEs, and how can they leverage these initiatives to improve their competitiveness? Is it enough to bridge the digital divide or not?
So, in the last 2 to 3 budgets, there has been a focus on artificial intelligence. So, the government in the last budget set up an artificial intelligence center for healthcare and agriculture. So any MSMEs in the agriculture and healthcare space will be actually addressed there. There are a lot of EdTech and other education providers. In this budget, they announced AI for education. The second thing, what they have talked about, today logistics is a big challenge for MSMEs. They have allowed that the PM Gati Shakti data will be available to the private sector. So MSMEs can access that data and see how they can integrate there. The third thing, in the whole exports area, exports is hugely digitized. Even to get your export number, to do anything, you need to be digital. They have talked about broadbanding and broad-basing the Bharat trade net, integrating it with the MSMEs and taking it forward. The government has also talked in the budget about allocating a certain amount for AI and digitization, right? So that is the different steps in this budget that they have taken on digitization.